Indubitably. Holy shit. It's up to 200,000.
How come you can't get? Oh, you can roll into them, can't you?
Some enemies you can. I don't think you can all of them. For the most part, though, you gotta bounce on, like, you gotta jump on top of them. Okay. I don't want to do it like that, though. Um. Hello, hello.
Oh god. Oh god. You.
I honestly don't know what's gonna be more entertaining, watching me or watching my wife play Donkey Kong.
I'm not good. I'm just not good at video games.
Well, babe, you play probably once every like 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months. I think I play it once every 2 or 3 years.
No, it's like 2 or 3 months. Hello, 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 hello.
How much was it up there?
Paying $5,000 the first person that first 5 people that message you. Everyone should go message that guy right there. How many hours you think so far? I probably not. Yeah. So I've already built it. It doesn't look like it. I know it looks like I'm tore it apart, or I'm still building it. I've actually torn it apart because I'm installing a light kit on it. So, Kimberly, how's it going? I promise it doesn't look like this because I dropped it. It looks like this because this is what the instructions tell me to do to install this light kit.
Oh.
And I'm doing it a little bit different than the way the instructions say, just because I think it will look a little bit better, the ambient lighting in it. So I'm actually mixing. You're tired? Why are you tired? The build's going good. Can I get a 1K for a comment? I think that's a fair trade.
And we have regrouped ourselves from
Yeah.
the anger of last night.
Yeah. Last night, I apologize. I got a little frustrated and I was getting, yeah, I just got a little too frustrated last night. I was already frustrated after dropping the back section of it. And then obviously, we went to build or put the light kit on it. I was already just kind of like, I was just freaking, I was done at that point, but doing better now. Worked a little bit on it earlier, made a different game plan, which kind of leads into the answer to your question, Uki. Oh, hello, Hunt Down. How's it going, Alex? How's it going? It was a gift. It was a gift, but I think you could get it for like $650 or something like that. Yo, is that my favorite holiday? I don't know. Is it? Yeah. So the light kit, I'm actually installing 2 light kits on this. I'm installing a Brick Bling light kit, which is funny because if you go to Brick Bling, the picture that they have for the light kit on there is not what they sent me. What they sent me has a ton of more lights to it. So I'm actually excited about that. But I'm also installing part of the Game of Bricks light kit because, and actually the only part that I'm using out of the Game of Bricks light kit is on the bow next to on the bridge. On either side of the bridge, there's two wings that have the navigation lights. Well, on the Game of Bricks light kit, they actually have you actually replace the translucent Lego pieces, the red and the green ones, that, and you replace those with ones that have lights in them, so the navigation lights actually work. So far, that's the only thing I'm using out of the Game of Bricks light set. Everything else on it is going to be brick bling. And again, I can share the part number of the light kit that I got for it, because it is different than at least the one that I saw on their website. The one on their website literally just had like this row. I'm sorry, all these portholes right here, that row, and then this part lit up, and that was it. But this thing, I mean, this light kit that they sent me has stuff for the bridge, it has stuff for the deck, it has stuff on top. It actually, on the top of the smokestacks, or whatever these things are officially called, there's little rings that you put in here. And then there's a light that goes in there. And what made me realize what it was is it came with like a water droplet thing. And so what you'll actually do is you'll put water in the top of this little disc and it makes steam. So then steam will start to come up and then there's a light in it. So then it lights up the steam that, make the steam a little bit more noticeable. So I didn't notice that when I looked at their website. Man, they hooked me up with this one. I'm big shout out to Brickling for hooking me up with this light kit. Oh, and I should say I'm also installing part of the Game of Bricks because that one has sound on it. There's a sound, there's a speaker, and it plays sound. I don't know what sound it makes, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. And so you'll get it. You just got to keep practicing. But yeah, so far I've got the front section done, which once I get this done and cleaned up, I can plug it in. You can kind of see what it looks like, and then I have to finish this one and then do the rear section, which is the one that I dropped. Whoops. One Titanic that will not go down. Well, it partially already did, but yeah. Yes, I am. After I say hi to Jeff. Jeff, hello. What's happening? All right.
This one is like.
Like, look at, if you've done light kits, look at all these expansion boards. Look at all these strips. Look at all, I mean, everything. Like, this is only like half of the bags for this thing. So it's a pretty intense light kit. But I started installing, because again, I started installing the whole thing with the Brick Bling light kit that they have on their website, and it was just the two decks all the way across. So I started installing more of the Game of Bricks one, and then I realized, like, oh, wait a second, like, this one that Brickling sent me has a lot more to it. So then I actually started ripping out stuff that I put in there, because I wanted it to mostly have the same, all the colors match and all that kind of stuff, and realizing the Brickling had more. It is lighting time. The slow and steady process of installing a light kit. Wait, you're giving up already?
Game's wrong for me. I just died 17 times in a row.
Okay.
I couldn't even make it past the first level.
Well, don't quit now.
It's not funny. It's not good to.
Do you think I quit so easily when I'm playing Tarkov and I just get worked like 18 times in a row? No. Keep going.
Hey, I saw you get angry over like that. You get say anything.
I did get angry with the light kit. What's up, Kenneth? How's it going? You started the replica. Oh, nice. Is it the same size? Why are you trying to go to bed so early?
Me?
No, Caleb. And I'm trying to do this upside down too, so you guys can hopefully see what I'm doing. I did figure out the OBS thing, so you guys shouldn't have the black bars, and it should fill your whole screen. Yeah. You got to be at the yard at 4. Dang. Yeah, that's early. I'm waking up at 6. Let's see about bringing it through here. We'll try that. See how that works. You're out? Thanks for stopping by, Stokes County girl. Dude, that's cool. Where'd you get that, Kenneth? And Jeff, I'm actually feeling better than I was earlier. I changed up my game plan a little bit, figured out how I'm going to do these light kits, and so now I'm just kind of sticking to the one main one and then just adding a couple aspects to the other one. So it's going to be a little bit better than last night. At least I hope so. We'll see as I start digging this. But the thing, the other thing too is like, I don't know if anyone's used Game of Bricks before. I never said. Caleb, did you send me this, by the way? Is this what you sent? What's behind me? What is behind me? Rivendell? Rivendell with the fell beast up top? Someone named Caleb sent us an email saying they were sending us something, but we can't. We don't. I still don't know who the Game of Bricks thing is from. So, well, anyways, I don't want to like just completely throw shade on these guys. The first time I've ever used one of their sets, but it's the Game of Bricks light kit. It's really, the instructions are not that great, to be honest. Like it just looks like a bunch of like random pictures. See, and that's what I thought, because the person that, remind me where, well, I know you're somewhere on the East Coast. I don't remember exactly where, but the person that sent this is from Rancho Cucamonga, which is in Southern California. So I don't know who sent me that Game of Bricks thing. But anyways, like the Game of Bricks instructions were just very confusing and difficult. And I mean, Brick Bling, it's like, look at this. Like they show you how to take off entire sections like this. So you're like, it literally, this stuff will just like snap back on when I go to put it together. But the Game of Bricks, man, it like shows you like taking all these parts off, and yeah, I wasn't a fan of it as much. So North Carolina, that's right. That's right. You are my neighbor. So yeah, Kenneth, it's a big one, man. How far into it are you? Not only that, but Brick Blings, like their wires are fairly nice. Like they're all twisted together. I took a bunch of the Game of Bricks. Actually, one string these. So here's one thing that I had to abandon. On the Game of Bricks, it comes with lights for a series of like all these, windows down here in the black section. And this is what it came with, but literally some of them came pinched out of the box. Like, look, there's one that's already broken. And so when I got this all hooked up, and I've been pretty like easy with this stuff because I know these microconductors are like super fragile. A bunch of them didn't work. So I'm like, dude, I can't have a bunch of them on the front section not working, and then the back, it's like all of them are lit up. It just wasn't gonna work. Dodger girl, how's it going? So, anyways, not that it's a bad set. It's just
There's nothing better than clean.
it's a good thing that this thing has a ton of open space inside of it, because it just makes a great place to drop the cables down in there and forget about it.
Do you think Nala's happy?
Nala is happy. Where is Nala?
She's out in the living room.
Oh. Remove the 50 kilo from the... Why? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey,
What?
Lori sent the fancy light kit.
Which one?
Rivendell.
Yeah, the Rivendell. That's from Lori.
No, she sent you a Titanic one too.
Oh, that one's from her?
Yes.
Oh. Why did it come from Metro Cucamonga then?
I wonder if. Remember, she said that she sent it a while ago and you couldn't find it? I wonder if somebody else sent this one.
No, this one, I got the Brickling one from Brickling.
But the other one, I don't know, it could have been the company of them.
Ah, this is confusing. Well, oh, Sam, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. I'm confused. Well, the good thing is I'm using aspects of both. Like the sound, the whatever sound it makes, I swear it's gonna play. My heart will go on. I never installed one of those 50s in this, but I also don't have, unless they want this in there as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill this thing up, and then when I need to, I will expand it. Which I will probably have to do pretty soon. Plugging these things in sometimes can be pretty nerve-wracking. Thing's so small. I need to rebuild my Discovery Shuttle. Oh no, what happened to the Discovery Shuttle? Bag 1, stage 29, took me 40 minutes to open up all 3 big bags. Oh, geez. Kind of sucks that you had to do all that organization yourself. Okay. Well, you know what? Here. I can do this. I can show you maybe. Because of the way I took this thing apart, I've got like 0 space on here. Check this out. This is so far. Well, that ain't good. Oh, those ones are... Hold on a second. Did I not plug it? Okay, yeah. Hold it. Now I can't see. Oh, there's one. I'm afraid of like pinching these things. There we go. There's the other side. So that's what it will kind of look like. It'll look better once the top's on. It blocks all that light, all this light from bleeding up. But they had. Let's see if I can turn it and show you. So see how I have this light strip up top here. Wait, oh well, I'm over here. Over here. They have it just sitting on the ground, so the light's going to shine up. But it's like, if you think about it, if you're looking at this thing from the side, like the lights are going to be on the ceiling. So now at least all that light is coming from up top and not underneath. That's silly. As a, I guess as an electrician and a wiring guy, it doesn't really, I can't, it just, I want to be able to sleep at night if that's what it was doing. Does it have a timer? Or would you always have to manage it off? So I'm just using this right now. It's just a battery pack. It's USB. So you could plug it into any type of timer. You could. Yeah, you could. But you know what, though? Hold on. These actually have remotes with them. I don't know where the Brickwing remote is. Here, let's see. Oh my gosh. No, there's just an on-off, but at least there's a remote. And so like both of them will be controlled. So like on the one kit, it will have a remote that controls the lights, and the other one will basically control the sound and some of the other lights, some of the navigational lights. I don't know where their other remote's at. It's around here somewhere, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Stokes County goes, okay, that's right. Because that makes more sense now, because when we got it, it said it was from an address in California. So at first we were like confused. I was like, where? Sorry. We just didn't know who it was from. Can you look at the display case? What are you talking about? Babe? Stokes County girl sent you a display case?
Just giving you a display case for your Legos so you don't drop it again.
Thank you very much.
That's our honorary big sister over
Yeah, no joke. So I don't drop it.
No, I added that part in.
Oh, well that, I was gonna be like, dang.
I'll send her a picture of you dropping it.
Did you hear that? She just threw you under the bus.
No, I said me. I said that I added that in.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna go in that and never get touched. Good Lord, after dropping the back half of this thing, or the back section rather. Oh, she has. Oh, okay. Well, I'm supposed to come look at it. 1 second. She said she sent
we're
it
not
to you.
coordinating right now.
No, I'm trying to catch up.
Is this acronyms right?
No,
No, I could spell. Thank you.
there you go.
No, it's still wrong.
Well, then Google.
No, but I'm saying that's what that is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Something's in my little brain.
Can you show
So
me?
many acronyms, and I don't. Yes. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. It is 270. How cool is that? I did not know it was that much. I just saw that it was in the thing.
I can't accept that.
Tell her. Say no.
I honestly
that
can't accept
Tear
that.
the picture. 3 million. Well, acrylic transparency. We could put you in that. We could put the kids in it.
You can't say that.
She'll understand.
Not everybody else though.
Remy's feral. We can still see them. We
I
can see
can't
everything they're
accept. I
doing.
can't accept that. I mean, yes, it's very nice. I just feel bad. Yes, you can. Shut the front dang door. I mean, yes, it's very nice, very generous of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I think that one. What were the dimensions on it? Did it say it was for the Titanic, babe? Can you check that again?
Yeah, maybe it literally says that.
I just want to make sure.
Lego. It's the Lego 10294. The Lego's not included.
I'm sure they.
What Lego is this?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What Lego is this? The set number?
Yeah,
Titanic is 10. Yeah, I'm gonna say. I thought it was like 246, but yeah, 294. Oh wow. Okay, so same thing on this side. We're gonna have to find a really good spot for this thing. Like honestly, we might have to take down the T-Rex and put this thing up there.
Hey, all I know is I want the Disney
Or
castle.
somewhere else. I know.
Hey,
congrats. Yeah, speaking of that, my adopted family is exhausting. Send me the right one, dang it. She said my adopted family is exhausting. Send me the right one. No, that is. I know. Cass said that's the right one.
I literally just started telling people that I have an older adopted sister.
No, yeah, that's true.
You don't know what I'm talking about when you say that.
Is anyone in here? Who's the winner of the Imagineer giveaway? Marley Moo. Is anyone on here Marley Moo that just won the Imagineer giveaway? New Death Star?
If there's a guy that is looking for some work and if he knows anything about like electrical, if you want to use him.
Possibly, yeah.
Next, well, if not, isn't available. Are you starting that job Tuesday?
I'd be starting that job Thursday.
What exactly do you need?
I mainly need help, but preferably someone that knows
I'm gonna type that.
how to bend conduit.
Does he know how to bend conduit? Hello. I don't know why we never call each other. Hi. Good. I don't know why.
Is that still?
You know. Yeah, she got sick
I don't blame her.
That is, he said it's too much. She's. Can you hear her? She's laughing so unnecessarily at this point. I think she's funded our whole life.
Oh my gosh. That was funny.
We know.
Jennifer Lynn, thank you so much. So glad to finally caught one of your lives. Glad you're finally here. I usually go live Sundays and Wednesdays. I'm pretty notorious for doing random lives, especially when I'm doing like bigger builds um, that I know are going to take a while. I usually would go live throughout the week. So, yeah, Love Legos, they are pricey. I lived through your builds. That's awesome. They are. They are. And you probably have seen some of our story. I'm blessed to say that all these were gifts. So, yeah. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And, well, light kits like this one definitely can definitely test your patience. That's for sure. I was doing this one earlier and I was like, I actually prefer doing the build over doing this light kit. And I'm kind of kicking myself for not, I kept saying it on live and I never actually did, but I wish I would have done some research and seen how this thing goes together, because I probably would have been building this light kit as, or installing this light kit as I was building it. So, lesson learned. That was one of those, like, the whole time I was like, I know I should have done it. I should have done it. Happy you've grown so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been crazy growth. Hopefully it continues to grow. We're trying to navigate it, figure it out. I'm definitely not a social media person, so trying to figure out how to at least fake it till I make it. It's kind of the name of the game right now. My wife is definitely more in the know about things, but we've got some cool connections and stuff being made. So, Natalie, we check in every night to see how far you've gotten. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. How's my head? Let's see. I haven't looked at it today. Yeah, it's still a little scabbed up. So I made it. I did make it. I was confused and I saw the stream because I saw you'd finished early putting the light kit. Yeah, Squishy Snail. I'm now installing a light kit on it, which, like I was just saying, I almost could have put it together or installed the light kit as I was building this thing, because I've pretty much, as you can see, taken the whole top half of this midsection apart. So what happened last night? Okay, I got done with the build the other day, right? Hey, J1547, how's it going? I'm doing better. Yeah, which now that you're here, to come other people here, I kind of got a little too frustrated. And Ian, it's because I dropped the back half of uh the Titanic, and it shattered. Like it just broke into a bunch of pieces. So, and it literally happened like 10 minutes before I was supposed to start my live. So I was already frustrated, and then I was starting to install the light kit and it just wasn't going well, and I started getting more frustrated. And then, I ended up, I literally was on live for almost 4 hours last night, and I got one light strip, like I just said, I got one on. And so by the end of the night, I was just like frustrated and done. And so I apologize. I got a little bit too frustrated last night, and that wasn't cool. But yeah, I got to spend a little bit more time on it today. I kind of got a game plan. I'm mixing two light kits together, and then but I kind of know, I have a better game plan than I did last night. So feeling better about it today. So, bro, I'm doing the Lego Death Star right now. Very cool, very very cool. Yeah, we're trying to find Marley Moo I don't know if anybody knows who Marley Moo is. They are the one who won. Come on, phone. They won the new Death Star today from Imagineer. So, does anyone know who Marley Moo is? We'd like to congratulate her. Can't wait to see the lights on it. Even my Titanic still thought about getting lights. Yeah. So Buzzboy, yeah, the light kits that so I'm doing again. I'm combining two light kits. I'm doing part of the light kit from the Game of Bricks light kit, and then I'm doing the majority of the light kit that I'm doing is from Brick Bling, and I can give you the part number. Actually, here, let me do that. I'll just put it in the chat. Actually, how do I link it? Isn't there a way? I need to figure that kind of stuff out. Like, I need to link stuff because this one, I don't know. 102. Nope. 10294. So this is the part number of the Brick Bling light kit that I'm doing, and we sell some of the Brick Bling stuff on our TikTok store. Um, and again, find the light kit that you want, get the one that you want. You don't have to buy it from our store. But I just have noticed that some of the prices that are on our store are actually cheaper than what you can get them for through their website, which I'm not really sure how that works and why they have it set up that way. But it's just the reality of it. So if it's on there, cool. If not, there's tons of different light kits out there, and sky's the limit. Again, this one has like sound and lights, and um, it will actually have little smoke that comes up. Actually, it's vapor, but it'll come up from the smokestacks and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, that is actually the lady that my wife is on the phone with right now. She sent me that light kit and the Rivendell. But yeah, that is a Yabrix light kit, and that one was it's kind of funny. Like, I envy doing that light kit on that, even though that one was a pain. If you've ever built the Rivendell, like, the candles that are inside are an absolute pain, and then when you try and replace those candlesticks with little ones that have lights in them, it's even more of a pain. I was not having fun doing that light kit, and last night I was wishing I was doing that light kit over this one. So, but yeah, it's cool. I absolutely love the colors on that. The Rivendell, you can't see it too, but you know what? Here, this is the best way I can do it. I think one of the coolest parts about it. Come on, take the picture. There you go. There you go. They put a light under the table that has the ring on it, so that whole like table glows at the bottom. It looks so sick. So if you've got a Rivendell, definitely check out Light Kits Forum. Again, that one is Yabrix. I don't know exactly the part number because that was one of the first ones that I did a long time ago, and I don't have the box for it anymore. So I dropped some of that. Yeah, I didn't cry, but I just got dead quiet. And that's I usually just get super super quiet when yeah. And the other thing I didn't show you either is there's actually a light right here that shines down on the ring. So it's kind of like a twofold thing. You get one that's underneath, and then you get this one that's right here. Hopefully you can see that shines down on it. So yeah, they definitely did a good job of like illuminating the ring and kind of making that whole part of it just pop. So but yeah, that one, like I said, that one's a Yabrix. Heck, should make some coffee. I'm good. I've never showcased. Is it the same thing? They haven't added all of theirs because a friend of ours was looking for a light kit and it wasn't on there, but they sell it. And I asked them about it. They're like, "Oh, we'll add it there." And I don't even see that one. I'm not seeing one for the Rivendell though. But again, they have it. It's just not on our shop, which again, you don't have to buy it from our shop. They do have some cool ones on there though. Yeah, it's not on there. But anyways, that's where we're at. Hey, me gusta ya Lego, bro. Big bro with the funky flow. Do I know you from outside somewhere? Yeah, I'm kind of curious how that's gonna look. And I'm not. Yeah, we'll see how the steam works. I'm not really sure because they'll sit at an angle, and there's a light in it. Like there's a light that sits on this little silicone tray or this tray that's got silicone on the side of it, so like water can't escape. I don't know. We'll see how it works. On this one, Mandy, I don't know. Did you change your name? Sorry, I'm talking to Digital Nostalgic. Which neighbor? Someone else called me their neighbor earlier, and then I've got another neighbor, a literal neighbor. Anyways, this one though, as you can see, I've pretty much taken the whole top section off, and I could have installed this one as I was building it. I think I'm not really sure, but um, either way, it's still a pain. All right, so I did that. I did that. I did that. Let's see. I have to do an in and an out for that. I need another board. Let's see. I'm going to. Gosh, this looks so ratty in here. If it wasn't for the fact that part of me just really had to like let go of trying to make this thing look all nice and neat, because I was like gonna try and make it look all nice on the inside. I just don't care. Like that's what the inside's gonna look like. It's just gonna be a rat's nest in there, and that's fine with me. Because part of me is over it. Okay, yeah, that's gonna come in and out. Okay, so now it's having me put pieces back in here, which is super exciting because it means that this section actually is probably the quickest because it's literally just these strands. Whoops. Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. I'm gonna have to. Where does that piece? Gosh, man, this is. Kind of wish I would have taken some pictures of where these. I'm pretty sure I have another one under there. Dang it, I don't remember which one this is. I don't think this is right. I think this one. Well, no, it has to be that one. Oh, it lights up. It will light up when I'm done with it. No one's gonna see the inside with exactly. I don't know. I'm not. That's what I'm not worried about anymore. Sap Nupus. How many hours? The build itself. So I already built it, and I'm taking it apart to install like it. So the build itself took about 35-ish hours. I want to say maybe 35, 36, something like that. All on live. I mean, spent 4 hours last night. Only got one thing done. I probably got 3 hours into the light kit so far, and I've done the whole bow section is done. This is the mid section, and then I haven't started the rear yet. So probably close to 40 hours total, including the light kit. Brian, looks good, bro. Thank you so much. Thanks for the follow, Mike. Thanks for the follow. El Ray, thanks for the like. Gosh, I wish I could tell. I don't. I'm kind of nervous about doing this, but I don't think. Maybe I had them wrong to begin with. Hope that's right. All right, this one. I remember. Pretty sure it goes like that. And then this one. Like that. Nice by. See, that's cool. And I bet you that's one of the reasons why Light My Bricks is more expensive, because they do that. Like they give you instructions for as you're building it. I know there's a couple other ones. I think there was a light kit that Brickbling, which that's where this kit's from. Brickbling had that. They have certain ones have instructions as you're building it. This one did not. Um, but I have seen that. But I mean, I know Light My Bricks, and their wire is pretty nice because it's like flat wire and it's super easy. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I want to try Light My Bricks light kit one day. So, all right, no man. I'm installing the light kit, so I took the whole top section off per the instructions to install the light kit. Last night I hit the floor. Yeah, man, the light kit for the Avengers Tower is pretty sweet. In fact, think I thought I just saw a picture of Brickbling's Avengers Tower. I might have seen it on a website. Yeah, it's not on here. Oh shoot, they got an Eiffel Tower. Oh yeah, no, here it is. So this is Brick Blings. That's their Avengers Tower, which looks pretty sweet. And this is there's like another picture of it. So this is what I'm curious about. So if you go on their website, whoops, the RC version of the Avengers Tower through our TikTok store, it says 7278. Let's see. Let's see what they're selling it for on their website. Avengers Tower RC. See, this is the crazy thing. So through our TikTok shop, it's 7278, but on their website it's 8398. And I'm sorry, this is the remote control version. So the remote control version is actually 9898 on their website, but through the TikTok shop, our TikTok shop, it's 7278. I don't know why. I guess if you want a brick bling set, a light kit, buy it through our shop. You help us out a little bit, and apparently you get it a lot cheaper than you do through brick bling itself. Don't know how that works. Must have been talking about the Rivendell. We were just talking about the Rivendell. Did this set come with Jack and Rose? This did not come with any minifigures, but I've got the little tiny white micro minifigures that one came on the London Architect set. I've got one of those. I got to find the other one, but I'm gonna put those on there for Jack and Rose. And it was heaps of spares as Bruins provide. Yeah. Mr. J, thanks for the follow. How you doing tonight, Dracos? What are you talking about filming? I know. I know. I told you. That's why I voted for it, because I knew it was going to win. Didn't know that I was going to win. But whereas a couple weeks ago they only had about 150 people in the weekly giveaway, they had 1100 in the vote for the draw this week. So 1100 people went into the draw for the Death Slice. Just joining, are you saying that there are minifigs that come with the set? No. Hi, Carol, by the way. Thanks for joining. No, there's no minifigs on this set. No, that's not true. That's not true, man. Obviously, we do. If that, if that Marley Moo, I think is the name, if they won. Is anyone in here Marley Moo that just won on Imagineer? Raymond, how are you? Exhausted? Why are you so exhausted? What's your favorite set you built so far? The UCS Millennium Falcon. Which, if any of you guys saw the videos that we've been putting up the last couple of days, we've had a couple of people message us. They're like, "Yeah, you tried doing that with the Falcon. It would never, ever, ever happen." Like, if I wanted to, if I wanted to make a video strictly for the purpose of shocking people with me dropping the Falcon and seeing it explode into a million pieces, 700 or 7,500 something pieces, that would be that would be what would happen. Like, there's no chance of balancing that. It's way too flimsy. Most annoying and hardest Lego you've ever built. Mm, it's not a Lego. Well, hardest. I don't know. The Falcon, it actually is pretty challenging just because there's so many angles, and there is a lot of flex in it, believe it or not. Like the thing, like this thing, um, like it's solid. Like this thing, like there's no like loose parts, right? Like it's a solid piece. Uh, if I even try to do that with the Falcon, the whole thing would just like fold over on itself. So um, so maybe the Falcon, just because like there's so many different angles and stuff like that. I did one. It's not a Lego brand. It's a Kobe. It's a World War II Corsair. It's a warplane. If you're familiar with it, that one was probably the most difficult, just because the instructions are horrible. The all of the pieces, so like, in Lego pieces, Lego builds, like there's all different colors, so you can kind of see like, okay, the blue goes there, the orange goes there, red goes there. That one, it's navy blue the entire way through. And where you have like a 2x2 plate, with Lego, they've got half plates, but when you're looking at their instructions, you can't really tell that it's a half plate. So like, I got so many times I got into that build and I'd start building something, and all of a sudden it's like, dude, this isn't lining up, and I realized it was the wrong piece. So that one's probably the most annoying. Most challenging though is probably the Falcon at this point. So how does one get involved in these Legos giveaways? So Mandy, if you go to our profile, there is a link to Imagineer, and if you download the Imagineer app, they do weekly giveaways. And let me show you. It's free. The app is free. There are some subscriptions that you can get that increases your chances and add more features. But so like, I'll show you. Let me turn my camera so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so you get into the app. One of the things you can do is you can add your sets. It will show you alternate builds that you can do with the set pieces that you have. So like, I don't have that, but with the sets I have, I could build that, or like that witch, or this guy right here, or this gal right here, Monica. I could build that X-wing, and again, it's using pieces from sets that I already have. But then if you go down here and you click set of the week, it will reveal the giveaways. Whoa, hello. Come on, focus. There it goes. So like this week, one of the bundles is the architecture. So there's the Eiffel Tower, the world map, and the Pyramid of Giza in that one. Every week there's $1,000 gift card that you can vote for, or there's the icons, which is the Natural History Museum and the Titanic. So the way it works, everyone that has the app picks one of these bundles, right? You pick one of these bundles that you want to go into the drawing. Whichever bundle has the most votes, that becomes the bundle of the week, which the people who voted for that bundle, so like I voted for the Skyline bundle, which has the Eiffel Tower and the world map. Sorry, my camera's having trouble focusing on my phone, but so if that bundle wins, I'll be entered into the drawing for that bundle for all three of those. And if but unfortunately, if you didn't vote for that one, then you don't go into the drawing of the week. So, but again, it's free. Like that bundle, usually the bundles are worth about $1,000. I won a couple weeks ago. I won the UCS Venator, the UCS X-wing, and a Sand Speeder. Link for the app is in our profile. Let me see. Actually, hold on. Are you guys able to click links if I send one in chat? I guess we're about to find out. Oh, you know what though? Can you guys see that? If I try and send, yes, they send overseas. They'll send all over the world. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me about that, Raymond. Just finished the Falcon today. Congrats. And it's very fragile. It really is. I get nervous every time I try and use or move it. Think of starting a large set tonight. Just don't know which one. Do you have any, Colin? Or are you looking to buy one? Love the question of what's next after Titanic. Honestly, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I've got a bunch of smaller builds that I can do. A lot of Star Wars stuff. I do have the UCS Venator. I don't know if I'm going to start that one quite yet, just because this will be my fourth week working on this. I have a huge backlog. It's 80 deep. Dang, dang. Yeah. What are your options? Like what? Just throw out a couple. It is Isaac. It is a really cool build. Really really cool build. Okay. Heyo. So that's give me three options. There's a couple. Okay, so there's a couple that I thought about doing. I have to remember the name of them. One second. One of them I can show you because it's right here on top. Oh wait, that one I'm saving for another day. Um, man, that one's like okay. It's probably okay. It's either going to be no, this one. It's either going to be this one, the Death Star trench run diorama. This tank, it's an off-brand Lego, but this tank, hopefully you guys can see that. Or I just had enough hands for it. Or I've got this F-14. Those are the ones I was kind of thinking of. I've got a couple other ones. It was funny. I've got a botanical, the succulents. It's kind of bigger, I guess. It's like almost 800 pieces. Oh, and then I've got a knockoff like miniature black pearl. But the succulents. If Casey came on here and saw me building a succulents, he'd probably never talk to me again. So, dance. I am from Tennessee, United States. Do you like the different ones take longer that you could do in a week or two? I do. Well, if I'm doing them on live, I've been kind of doing builds that take a little bit longer just to kind of make it a little bit more like I don't know. I'm getting bugged about doing the Venator not on live. So that's where I'm kind of like, I'm not really sure. Dude, I didn't realize. I'm actually kind of shocked about that. Brickblings light kits are cheaper, are definitely cheaper on our site than on. Yeah. Oh, Mandy, I just saw you asked, does this mean you dropped it while not trying this? That's correct. I actually dropped it right here. Like this part of the build was right here. The back end was right here. When I pulled the pin, I wasn't paying attention, and the back end just went. It fell right here. But yeah, when we were doing any of those stunts and stuff like that with it, I didn't drop it at all. Even balancing it on my head, it didn't. It didn't. You know, it wasn't too bad though. I actually got it rebuilt and back together in about a half hour. So it was more. I was just more mad at myself last night because it was such a stupid mistake. Um, there's no hidden Legos in the coffee. No, and it can't now because I've got a lid on my coffee. Oh, there's still coffee in here from this morning. Um, but yeah, it was just more just like it was. It's just it was a dumb thing. Like the whole back end of it is just hanging off. Like why would I think to pull the pin and you know? That's what I was most frustrated about. I was just more mad at myself. Idiot. But it's all good now. And again, I got a game plan for how I'm doing the rest of this light kit. So I'm in a much better mood. See, if I wasn't doing the... Oh, it wants me to put these together now. Really? Already? Okay. All right. Well, this is going to start to get really interesting. My kids and their toys. Shoot, I really need a bigger desk. This is not... It wants me to put it together, so... Howdy, Fred. Oh yeah, no, I know. Oh, that's kind of what I was saying a little bit earlier. Because at the end of the day, like I really don't care all that much about the builds going perfectly and stuff. Like I've just kind of gotten past that, and it's just it's kind of whatever at this point. I was just more mad at myself for making kind of such a dumb mistake, if that makes sense. So that's what I was more frustrated about, and then it just kind of bled into like I didn't realize the whole design wasn't going the way I wanted it to. The light kit, it wasn't working out the way I wanted it to, and so it just was kind of a combination of things that eventually I got just kind of overly frustrated with, and yeah, so I had a... Oh boy, that just brought back bad memories. I don't know how that's gonna work. Yeah, there's just no room on here. So I have the front section on. Let me see. Not moving this. Oh, look at this. Look at what my dog did. My dog too, Nala, not Mando. Nala did that. She normally doesn't choose stuff like that. All right, let's see. Nope, you won't be able to see that. Okay, here we go. So you see that ring? Apparently you drop water on that and it creates vapor to make it look like there's exhaust coming out of the top of this thing. But then do you see that light, that little diode, yellow diode? That thing is just supposed to like hover there. And the solder points on the bottom of that thing are not insulated. So if water touches that, it's going to short the whole thing out. But we're going to try and see how it goes. So I'm going to need a much bigger expansion board because I've got, well, 3 of these actually are going into that, not all 4. Because one of these is the circuit for the Game of Bricks light kit for the navigation lights. So let me keep that one separate. Let me... Oh, well, that's... That ain't gonna work. I can't get it up. up top. Oh wait, yeah, maybe I can. Maybe. Maybe not. Gosh. Easier to play Operation. I can. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I just unplugged everything. That's not really what I wanted. Okay. There's that one. I'm probably going to have to unplug this and move them around again. But what I can do at the very least is get all these turned on so you guys can kind of see where I'm at. I thought there was a third one. Let's plug in there. Do it? What? Drop it? Weren't you telling me to drop it last night? I couldn't do it. When I was building the Falcon, someone's like, what's the one above a galaxy? Or maybe it was a galaxy. The guy's like, I'll give you 5 galaxies if you drop it. And I was like halfway through the build. I'm like, dude, no. No. These plugs are the most nerve-wracking part because it's like I'm afraid trying to hold it from the side doesn't want to go in right, and I'm afraid of like pushing too hard and slipping and then just 90-degreeing the little cables and it snapping the copper inside. Okay, there's one. There's 2. There's that one. And this is actually the one that goes to the other one, but you know what? Screw it. Maybe we'll just keep it all in the same circuit. Okay, that looks like junk popping out of a thing like that. Hey, thanks for the donut. Oh, yeah, that, yeah. Let's check this thing out so far. Because everything is connected now. Oh, so pretty. All right. So, as you can see, it's got the lights all down the decks. But check out those navigation lights. See, Game of Bricks came with those. The Bricklink did not. And I had to have those navigation lights. Because look at that. Oh, I'm hitting my monitor. Um, some of the lights up here on like the bridge and stuff, there's actually, you can kind of see it right there. They actually have lights like inside the little walkways going into the bridge. But what's cool about, what I actually like about this compared to the picture on the website, is they make the lights look like super overpowered, right? Like they're just like beaming out of all the little portholes and windows and stuff like that. Like this is a very, it's all very soft lighting. And again, I've got that light on, so it's not as bright. But still, like if you saw this thing out in the water, you know, especially back in the early 1900s, like the light's going to be more subtle than the bright, super bright LEDs that we have today. So I like it because it's going to look very realistic. Again, only bummer thing is I'm not doing any of the lights in here because the ones up on the bow broke and didn't work out of the box. So I'm not doing those, which sucks because it looked really cool with them. But here we are. So it's really cool. Yeah, this thing is. I'm not gonna lie. This thing has been testing my patience for sure. So definitely has been testing my patience. But it's good though. It's teaching me to not be so crazy about it. In the middle, on the side facing the monitor, isn't lit. This side, you were saying? You talking about right here? So basically, there's only going to be lights above the black. Let's double check. Thanks for. I thought they were. Again, they're subtle. They're not like some of the portholes that you might not even be able to tell if you're not looking at kind of the right angle. But we'll check because then that's. No, they're all working. You're talking about the above these rectangular. They look like black. They're actually clear, right? This part does not have any lights in it. This whole row, there's only lights in on this deck, and then this deck with like the portholes. Yeah, this one is not. There's solid pieces behind those. But yeah, every strand is working that I can see. Even the little, oh, you guys can see it's out of frame. But yep, we're all good so far. All right. See what we got next. I'm just about to start putting the giant expansion boards on this thing because, like, why not at this point? Thanks, Carol. Have a good one. So it wants all this stuff coming up over here. But I think I might replace it because I'm going to have a bunch of extra expansion boards. Oh, that's everything under here. what if I just put another giant one under here? Ooh, I thought I just snapped that wire. We'll try and you know what, dude? I was so thrilled about getting done with the light kit earlier. I ripped it all out and I'm doing it again. That's how excited I was to do this. All right. This is probably going to come back to bite me, but it's all good. I'll just I'll just start using like as many expansion boards as I can. So all those are going to go on these. You need to come over here. Okay, all you guys. Oh, so much better. All right, so basically what I did is I'm splitting the expansion boards because I had some lights on this side coming over here and then some over here. So I'm now just basically putting two 12 port expansion boards on both sides of the midsection, and then I'll just combine them as I get closer or as I need to expand, because I'm going to have at least two, if not three more for the top section. So yeah, we're just gonna, we're just gonna just throw it together at this point. Oops, that one came unplugged. What are you? Well, thankfully, because this thing's got this whole, mid compartment, or the mid compartment, the whole bottom of this midsection is all open. It makes a great place just to shove this stuff and not think about it. I did think that this was going to be a little bit easier to run some of this stuff like in between, but it actually, like, the walls in this are actually pretty solid. So SJ Shorty, thanks for the rose. Off to bed. Night, Raymond. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. I might be a couple places where I start taking the drill out, but not yet. And the other thing too is, once I'm done with this light kit, if someone wants to, if someone ever comes over is like, oh, I want to see the rooms, yeah, go online, look at pictures online, because this thing, you really won't be able to take it apart. I was trying to avoid that, but those all have to go on this front expansion board. Yeah, I'm in the middle. Sorry. Where's my camera? Which way do I need to go? This way. There we go. Yeah. So I got the front half, and I've got that all wired up. So now I'm just getting front half connected here. Got most of the stuff. There's a couple lights that are going to go on the stacks, but yeah, that's where I'm at. Which I have a feeling I'm going to need. Gosh, I'm going to need. I need a lot more. Oops. How much was the boat? This boat was a gift. I think it sells for like $680 online, if I'm not mistaken. And then the light kits that I'm installing for it, I'm actually putting 2 light kits on it. One light kit comes with like a sound box. There's some the smokestacks have like these little vapor things, so it actually make it look like the thing's got real steam coming out of it or smoke coming out of it, whatever you want to call it. $750 after tax. There you go. Might enjoy doing the same thing over and over again. The repetition on this thing was not really as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot more repetitive, but it wasn't that bad. Honestly, the light kit is more difficult than anything that's on the build. So, but yeah, overall, yeah, it hasn't really bothered me yet. Thankfully, the 2 light kits use the same. It's not the same wire, but they use the same type of connectors and expansion boards. Yes, Johnny, this is the Titanic. Here, let me get you this. There you go. And the other section, the back section, is over there. It's still in the hospital. I dropped the back section yesterday. Bricks, are you building anything lately? Yeah, man, it's a cool build. Once it's on, once it's done on display, it will be a really, really, really cool set. All right, I got all those plugged in. See, so now it wants me. Apparently, there's a light that goes in here. So it wants a 30 centimeter warm white. I don't know what I had. I had them all organized earlier. 15 centimeter. 15 centimeter connected expansion boards. Light strip. Oh, you know what? I bet you these are them. 30 centimeter warm white. Yeah. Like, look how many of these there still are. Mm. See, this is where it kind of gets funny. So it has, let's see. So in here, it wants me to put a piece of adhesive foam in this little slot in between this white window frame and these black bricks. I gotta get a white sticky piece of foam, which if you touch with your fingers, the adhesiveness is gone. But I've got to get, without taking it apart, they're saying, I got to get a piece in there. Somehow stick a light on it and get it exactly where they're saying. They're nuts, man. But we'll try it. That is going to be good enough for me. Yeah, this is cool. Like, how am I supposed to press this thing down on there? Sorry, I'm going to have to hold it here out of your guys' sight to try and get something on this to... I'm trying to avoid taking it apart any more than normal. Good enough. It's kind of half on there. Oh, it just came off. I don't know. Hopefully it stays on there. I don't know if it will. I'm somewhat joyfully beyond caring. All right. Now it wants me to... So you kind of have to like be careful with it. The thing that I'm liking about the way brickling is that they show you like you take apart whole sections like that, take off whole sections like that to make it a little bit easier. But then you get to stuff like this where you got to take all of this off, which actually this won't be that bad because most of this is joined by these white rods. Bing, bing. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to take them off. not try and keep them in order. I'll put them in order afterwards. I'm actually more excited about doing this now than I was, because I didn't know, even last night. Part of the reason I was like mixing the two is, like I was saying earlier, this brick bling, the light kit looked different on the website. Well, I didn't know I had a different light kit. So once I knew that I had one that like had all this extra stuff, I was like, oh dang, this thing is actually gonna look pretty sick, and it will. All right, so now get all that off. Now we need a warm white 28 light, or 28 centimeter. To be honest, part of me is looking forward to being done with this thing, so I have my desk back. It's, oh, that's this one. Nunya, thanks for the pumpkin and liking the live. Warm white 28. Well, that's interesting. These are really long. How is that going to work? Because that is a really, really short little section, which means it's probably going to wrap around something. Oh, weird. All right, I got an idea. So it wants me to basically do this, like fold it right next to each other, but run it down like that. My thought is to basically tape it like this, have it go all the way down, and then on the bottom, have it like that. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. If not, this is all for nothing. If I can get it. Yeah. So basically have it run along the bottom and on the top, so it's trying down and up. I think that's going to look a lot better than just having the LEDs shoot straight out that window. But the question is this thing long enough to do that, or is it too long? I mean, it shouldn't be, because that's basically what it's doing on there. All right, well, there's only one way to try it. It wants me to end there, so that means I need to start. I need to start here. I wish I had the level of patience with Legos. I just don't. I think patience is something that it can be a learned thing. I do and I don't. Like, I do have patience in the sense. Hold on. Wait, yeah, this is going like this. Yeah, okay. I do have some patience in the sense of like, I can just kind of sit down and do this, and I'm like anxious to get it finished. The anxiety that I kind of get that makes me lose patience is just thinking, like, knowing there's other stuff that I need to do, and it's like, here I am doing this, but I'm gonna use, where did that piece go? I'm gonna use the piece my dog chewed to help hold this thing together. And then we can actually test this to see if my idea works or doesn't work. I think it's gonna work though. Now, do you build any Lego, or have you ever built any Lego? Dude, I think that's gonna look even better. Let's see. Need a board. There's a board. Need power. Hi guys. Hi Nala. Okay, you want to say hi? Okay, come here. Nala, come here. Come on. Hi. Hi. Hi no. Hi Mando. Hi guys. What are you doing outside? You're wet. Is it still raining? Oh, go. Okay. Okay. That's enough. Whoa. All right. Let's see how this looks. Go lay down. Go ahead. Hi Mando. Hi bud. You're too big to jump up on the. And there goes my camera. Almost. Okay. Wow, those are a lot brighter. See, doesn't that look better than if it was just shining through? Like, because that's basically what you'd see. Like, the way they have it on their instructions, like the LEDs are basically shooting right through that lattice. But if you're looking at it from the side, that's what it looks like. Dude, that makes those things glow so much better, I think. There at that angle, you can kind of see the LEDs kind of shooting through it. See, it's basically that compared to, well, that. Like, that's kind of what you'd see. You'd actually see the diodes more. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me tell you something. If this light kit was on the original Titanic, it would not have gone down. That's what I think. It wants. What happened to it? Nothing. Nothing happened to this one, thankfully. Oh, that piece just fell out. I took it apart because I'm installing a light kit. Oh, no, 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 no. I did drop the back section yesterday, so not trying to hide the fact that I did that, but yeah. Ooh, maybe. Don't know about that. I wasn't there for the original one. But you might be correct. I'm not going to say you're not. Well, you know what? We can't say that actually because this thing can't float at all. This thing sinks immediately. Bing, bing. This one goes here. How's that work? Oh. I see. I messed up. Oof. Charlie, you seen the videos of the guys put them in water? The one video I watched, I don't think the kid was expecting it because he kind of just like set it in the water and it like immediately started sinking. I mean, it doesn't just like drop, but he kind of started backing away from it like it was going to just sit there for a while. It is, isn't it? Doesn't it look good? And what are your thoughts on the fell beast kind of creeping over on top of them? I think it's a nice little feature. Some people are like, that's a sin. Okay. Um, this piece is going to suck. It is not going to want to stay there. Gosh, part of me doesn't even want to put this one on here because it's just going to fall out constantly. Get on there. Is this thing? Okay, this thing pinches it. That's how this thing's going to stay in here. All right, like that. That is what we got. All right, now we need. Whoops. Did we just become best friends?
She makes me feel like
Dude, I could hear you guys.
Well, I feel like I'm talking to myself in 15, 20 years.
Oh
like
boy.
I just.
Oh boy.
No, she's 20 years older than me, I think. Or like 15. But I feel like I literally feel like my older sister.
Well, that's good. Very good.
She got you a case for your Titanic. That one. She sent it.
I kind of gathered that.
She makes me laugh.
Yeah, well.
She tries to hang out on your lap, but she doesn't know what to talk about. She doesn't care for Lego. There's something about you that she loves to like watch and support.
Just tell her to. She could ask. Just tell her to ask me random questions. Honestly, when people just start asking me questions, it doesn't have to be about Lego. It could be about anything. Like,
I told her, I said, they normally talk about food.
Yeah, I know. Food is a big topic on ours.
And so she said, you know what? I'm gonna bring up Milwaukee.
Do it.
And I
Do
said,
it.
yeah. I said, they talked about before.
Yeah. Do it.
Are you done?
Oh God, no. No. I'm far from done. Um absolutely genius for comedic. Is that how you say that? Comedic? No, comedic. Comedic. Comedic and aesthetic purposes. Yeah. Yeah, KC was telling me when I was joking last night about like dropping it or something like that. I was like, "Oh, you should have done it. That would have been great content." And I'm like, I understand what he's saying because it probably would have, to be honest. Like, it probably would. Not really what I had in mind, but maybe. I want this set. How many hours are you? Lunchroom. Thanks for joining, by the way. I'm.
Too many. Well, he sits and talks. Do you see?
I've only built this on live. So live hours, I think it was like around 36 that it took me to build it. But that's that's being on live, that's talking with people, that's me doing this, not building. And there's been a couple nights where it's like I didn't touch it for like 45 minutes because we were just like chatting and stuff. So that's not an accurate number. I probably would have built it a lot faster. That's just me. Some people I've heard it took them a month to build it, and that was them working on it consistently. It all depends, but it's a long build. It's over 9,000 pieces, so you'll be at it for a while. Right now, I'm installing a light kit, so I'm only adding to that. But hey, thanks for following. So yeah, man, it just depends on how quickly you move, how quickly you build. What? I did. I figured out how to do it in OBS. So now, when you're looking at it on the phone, actually, can you show me?
That looks so much better.
Yeah.
See what Brooke wrote? First of all, I was not going to throw Marley under the bus for it. I was going to leave her there.
That's throwing her under the bus.
But then we said that we would share like a cell together. That's the only way we would survive.
Dude, you think? Imagine having these types of conversations with her all the time and being like, "Oh, I'd 100% rat you out, or 100% leave you at the bank while while the cops are showing up." Like when we have these conversations, that's I'm the one in Marley's shoes in this story. Like I'm the one that's going to be taking the fall.
Look, I'm a ride or die until it's jail time.
How many more bags of the light kit? Dude, this isn't even all of them. Like I've got one here. There's two more here. There's another one that I have open right here. There's a couple more in the other bag. There's a lot. Like there's still a lot because essentially, on the two stacks, I'm gonna have the light and the thing up here. Well, I just installed the lights in this section, but if there's any other like raised sections like this on the top deck, like it's gonna have lights in it as well. So yeah, and I'm gonna hop off here because it's midnight. But yeah, I mean, get used to it. I'm gonna be at this for a little bit while longer too. Probably the rest of the week, to be honest. Unless I might do like today. I worked on it for maybe like an hour and a half off live, mainly so that I can kind of like get a game plan and change my attitude from last night, which you guys did not deserve. So yeah, I might do a little bit off live just to kind of expedite the process a little bit. Brick said, "I never said I'm against this plan. I'm all for it. Actually, he didn't say actually. I added actually. She didn't even hear me. She's not listening." Jordan, Utah says the Titanic. Indeed, it is. It is in fact the Titanic. Okay. Where does it want this? I feel like I should figure that out before I start. I'm just going to do that and hope that works. So again, this is one thing that I do like about the way that Brick Bling did this. So I've got this entire section. Oh, okay, it just literally wants me just pulling it. Yeah, I'll do that. Jordan, I'm good. How are you? Nice, says Laura. Okay, so my son built it for Christmas. I'm barely. Oddly enough, someone just bought me a case for it tonight. So apparently, we got one on the way, which is fantastic because, yeah, this build is just one of those that I'm not really going to want it messed with. I'm not going to want to screw it up. If it's in a case, there's less chance of people being like, "Oh, I want to check it out. I want to see it." Open it up. Which after this light gets installed, there is no opening this thing. Like that's it. Make sure I'm not pinching any wires. I am pinching a wire there. Okay. That is all done. I believe this piece has to come up so I can get the other one in there. But open up a new Lego tonight. Oh yeah, which one did you get? Just getting back from a work trip to Europe. Nice. Where'd you go to Europe? Put glue on spray when it's done. Oh, the stuff. What's that stuff called? Luxembourg. Nice. How was it? The Starry Night. Oh, that one's really cool. That one's really cool. I wonder what happened to Poetic Acrimony. Says I had someone that was going to send me that kit, not for me, but for them. Like I was gonna build it for them, which I thought was a really cool idea, but we never got it. So absolutely beautiful. How's the food? The Lion Night Castle. Nice, dude. That's a good one. Oh yeah. So see now it wants. Oh, okay. It didn't have me do on the other one. That makes sense why that one stayed like that because that is not gonna work. Well, I'll figure it out. But yeah, see now, and that one doesn't stay on there very well anymore. Now that I have wires running underneath it, I'll get it later. Food was amazing. Had some really great pasta, some fancy German dishes. Nice. That's like the number one question to ask someone that went somewhere. Like, how's the food? That's what I want to know. Kind of want to see. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to start using the expansion boards from the Game of Bricks. That's the speaker. That's the controller. That's the pieces I'm not using. Where? I don't know where all the expansion boards went for the Game of Bricks set. I want to use those. Well, that ain't good. I just don't know which boards I'm going to need later on, you know? So it's like kind of nervous to start popping open. What's your next build after the light kit? I'm not really sure. I think possibly based on a popular vote of one by Mr. Jeff, it might be the. I've got the X-wing. I'm sorry, the Death Star trench run diorama, which would be kind of cool. I gotta find those expansion boards. I'm gonna need them. All right, see what we got. Got another 12. I think I'm gonna save that. I think I'm gonna use an 8 here. Have you done it? There's another 8 right there. Okay. No, I honestly, that's totally fine with me. By me, I actually was looking at that one last week, and I'm like, oh yeah, man, I forgot about that one. That one, I was really excited to build as well. I've also got the Invisible Hand, which is another cool one. I was really excited to do the Invisible Hand that I had because I did that mock of the Venator, and it's like the same size. It's the MIDI scale, so I was like, cool, this would be cool. Like I've got the Venator, the MIDI Venator, and then I've also got the Invisible Hand, so they're like the same size. All right. What are you? You are from this. It's crazy when you actually go to start connecting all this. Like you don't realize like how many light strands are actually connecting. Like I'm already halfway full in this one, and I'm gonna have at least one more coming into it. But that should be. I should be able to shove all this down there. Oh no, 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 no. Wait. I gotta connect those. I'm guessing you dropped it. I did, but not. This is what you're seeing is not from me dropping it. I'm actually installing a light kit in it. But I did drop I only dropped the rear section last night, and I already fixed it. It really wasn't that bad. It only took me about like 30 minutes to fix it. So nope. This is because I had to tear the whole thing apart to install a light kit. How big is that? I'm trying to save for it. It's 53 inches long. I think 17 inches high. I think, and 6 inches wide. Okay. And then that one, we'll go to the next section or another expansion board if I need to. So that is all powered. So now I've got two. They want this one. Oh, Remy. My son. He kept coming in here and connecting these. He actually had a little boat that he was playing with and he connected it to it. And I didn't realize, and I went to pull up on this and I pulled the whole boat. And also could have been disastrous, but it was not. That we're going to save. All right, need no spray module. So this here, I'll show you. This is now you'll be able to get a better idea. It has this board on here that has a little micro switch right there. I imagine that's how you're going to activate it, or maybe that changes the intensity of the vapor or something. I'm not really sure, but that's going to go there or somewhere. I don't know. This on this one over here, it has the wire just sticking up like this, so I don't know where it wants me to put that. I hope not on the deck because that's going to look, well, it won't stay there. Let's put it that way. I'll have to find another place for it. But yeah, so this is the little silicone ring, and the ground, the solder point has to go up. And then I'm gonna need a white 30, not it's a white 28, white 7, white 30. Jeff, every time I use my mouth to like hold a tool or hold a light kit or a piece of Lego or something like that, I always hear you saying how barbaric. It's a third hand, bro. So this comes apart like that. I'm not totally thrilled with the way that this part goes, but such a barbarian. If this wire was stronger, actually, and they actually kind of show it in this picture right here, actually, of twisting them together like this. And it's actually a good idea because when I used to do alarm systems, we'd have some pretty small, like 18 gauge wire that we would use. And I'd put one end of my drill and the other end when I was doing it inside a panel. One end of the drill, you cut your length, put one end of the drill, clamp it down, hold the other side, and just slowly turn it, and it just made a perfect spiral all the way down. Oh, dude, if I could find some pictures of the alarm panels that I used to do, they used to look really good because I would do that. But then there was people who argued like, well, you're not really supposed to twist them together like that. I'm like, you know what? I never had any problems, so. Yeah, so then this, separate that. See, this is kind of where I wish I would get a drill, because I would need to go right through the center of all that. Part of me's tempted. Really tempted, actually. Okay, this is the front. So I'm going to bring this. At least I'd like to bring this. That, and then something like that, because then this will be on the.
Oh my gosh. This poor kid, he dropped his UCS Death Star.
Oh, oh man. Well, I can't really say anything. I dropped part of the Titanic, so.
Yeah, I feel like that's worse.
It actually, well, yeah, it is worse. I wouldn't be too mad if I dropped the Death Star, the new Death Star. I'm saying me. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for the kid. I'm just saying me. Like, I really wouldn't be. Then I'd just be like, look, it's Return of the Jedi all over again. See, I don't like how it kind of pinches like that. Go Bills! Go Bills. They better be resting up good this week. Oh, wait, I brought it on the wrong side. Shoot, that makes sense. I was actually just looking at that like, that doesn't look like it's going to work.
Oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom. I was so comfy. This is the worst day of my life.
First world problems.
I'm so guilty. You look at the dogs.
I know.
You need to look at them.
The dogs and the cat. All three of them.
Oh, baby. When he was outside, I literally climbed the window. Okay, I'm coming. No one move. This is a great y'all stay. This is where everyone is in a great position. No one move. There's plenty of room.
It's great for all them. When I go to get in bed, I'll have to fight my way. Most of the time, I'm like stuck on the last 6 inches on the side of the bed. Everyone else is comfy. Dogs look at me like I'm nuts for trying to move them. They almost look at me like I'm a foreigner, an intruder.
That's false. That's not true.
It's absolutely true.
Okay, everyone's comfy. Do we need another blanket? Do you need a blanket, Noah? She's cold. Do you want me to throw a blanket on you?
Well, of course she's cold. Her fur's like a quarter inch thick.
Oh, baby.
All right. Yeah, got that.
I'll get you a blanket.
No, I'm not doing it like that. I ran it all underneath, so I don't need to worry about that.
Teddy, do you want to play? Just don't move Teddy, okay?
Don't move Teddy.
I don't want you to move the cat. You see, here, you want the blanket too? Oh, yeah, you better. You have to, oh, you got it here. Teddy, just lay Babe.
Yes, I see.
Teddy, you move.
The dogs and the cats are all bundled up. Why? Yeah, I don't. Oh, man. It just wants us.
Yeah, I hope you know you're not sleeping in here tonight.
Okay.
Look at the animals.
Yeah, the animals. Animals.
Hey. I just want to ask a question. Do you hear anyone snoring?
Not yet. I'm not worried about anyone snoring. What I'm worried about is two little sleepwalkers coming in here.
I hope they're warm enough too.
They are. They're fine.
Well, I think I turned the heat off.
That would make sense. I have not heard it run at all, so I'll check it before.
But don't put it any higher than 62.
No, God no.
But she's fine. Like they have blankets and her.
I mean, we should just start preparing them now and just leave it off so that.
They should be thankful that we.
I know.
Because we used to, our house used to be down to like 54.
Oh yeah, no heat on during the wintertime. No heat on. Okay. Pause there. Let's take a look at this thing though. I'm gonna energize it and see what it looks like. Oh, nice. Thanks for the rose. Who won the Imagineer? Marley Moo. And they won the Death Star. Yeah, Marley Moo. This vote was the biggest one yet. They had in the drawing for the Death Star. So again, everyone who has that votes in the bundle. Only the people who voted for the winning bundle gets put into the drawing. The drawing for the bundle for the Death Star was 1,100 people. So that's pretty big. Okay, that light sucks. It's not doing anything. Yeah, you can't. I mean, that one's not even doing anything. All right, hold on a second. All right, I'm gonna kill the Rivendell light kit. $5 says I'm gonna. Hey, babe, look over here. Oh, you don't have your glasses on.
This is very strategic.
A little bit easier to see.
Dude, that like I need my glasses. Like let's see people.
This side is actually the side I'm curious to see. Oh, no, it is this side over here.
That's
dang it.
Cool. Do a flip.
Do a flip? No.
Does it feel sturdy again?
Yeah. It's just awkward because I'm like, I don't really have a lot of space. So see, this is the side I was really seeing. See all the lattice?
It's hard to see how dark it is on your computer.
I know. It doesn't really do it justice. Like the computer, I'm getting a lot of ambient light from my monitor, so. But I'm really glad that I did up here. These lights in here, they, huh?
Cover your monitor with a shirt or something.
Well, I need to be able to see what if I'm in the frame or not.
Yeah, but you know you're in the frame. You put it right there.
Well, right here, but just. But you know, this one they wanted me to put it up against the wall in the back. You would have seen the LED diodes right through that. I think that looks a lot better because it's actually lighting up those lattice windows pretty well. So, but yeah, overall.
I would say cover your shirt.
And then you see the lights on top.
You cannot see it in the monitor. Definitely cover it with a shirt. I think that's cool.
Do you have your phone up? it's awkward, like holding it like this. Babe, I'm trying. Okay. I'm turning off my monitor. Now I can't see what anyone's saying, but hopefully for them, it looks amazing. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to give you guys another 10 seconds to look at it, and then I'm going to turn it back on. Please hold. My wife is going to look at it. I would look at it on my phone, but it'll kick me off. What are you doing?
I'm looking at it. Turn it. Spin it. Other way. It's really cool.
Okay. I'm putting it down, and I'm turning the monitor back on. It looks really cool. There we are. All right, now that I can see, make sure I didn't pinch anything. Okay, no, we're good. All right. He'll be here at 7. Whoops, I need that. Just finished my 3D puzzle model, and she is stunning. 3D puzzle model. I mean, what does it look like? What is it of? Looks awesome. Yes, it looks good. Is it done? No. I'm probably about halfway done with the light kit, to be honest. Looks like in the movie when everything went down. Yeah. Again, man, I'm really bummed. If I ever wanted to add them, it wouldn't be terribly difficult, but they had a bunch of these all lit up, and that would have looked really cool too. But again, like out of the box, some of them didn't work, so it's kind of bummed about that. But I don't know. I might request to see if they could send it to me, and then I'll actually. Oh, wiring them in the front is gonna be kind of a pain, but I don't know. I'd figure something out. So, but that is gonna do it for me tonight. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate you guys. I don't know when I'll be live. I'll definitely be live Wednesday. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe Tuesday night. The thing that's kind of like making me really want to finish this thing like as soon as possible is this is all where my kids get to. So they can access all this stuff, which concerns me. So, but they're worth it. They're worth it, man. They're worth it. I mean, look at this. Watch the Rivendell. Like, even with what you can see, like, just look what it does to it. It looks so plain and sad. Now it's joyous. They're worth it. They're a pain, but they're worth it. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. And